Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to post-game reaction. Game 30, I think it was 32. 34, my bad. Oilers are now 16, 12, and 6. Sit in third place in the Pacific Division. We'll go through the out-of-town scoreboard first because there's some things I want to talk about. And there's some idiots out there that I want to address that are in the Oilers verse. I'm not going to name who they are. They made a TikTok talking about how Skinner fans are always in their DMs and comments. Yes, there's a lot of Skinner fans in your comment section because you're a fucking retard. If that word offends you, I apologize, but it's the only word that I can think of to describe this person. Anywho's out-of-town scoreboard. Detroit beats the Islanders 3-2. Boston beats the Utah Mammoth 4-1. Toronto scores 2 goals in 8 seconds to beat the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2. In overtime, the Blue Jackets hold off the Ducks 4-3. The Philadelphia Flyers beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-1. The Canucks blanked the Rangers 3-0. The Wild blanked the Capitals 5-0. The Avalanche continue winning against weak teams, beating the Seattle Kraken 5-3. The San Jose Sharks beat the Calgary Flames 6-3. And the Edmonton Oilers beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-4. Now, I'm going to play a video. And I'm going to explain why I say in this video,
You know, if you believe that, I'm not saying you're the dumbest person in the world, but you better hope the dumbest person in the world doesn't die. You know, if you believe that, I'm not saying you're the dumbest person in the world, but you better hope the dumbest person in the world doesn't die.
So what is that in response to? These idiots out there think that Jari outplayed Stuart Skinner. Nay. No. Not even close to that, my friend. Jari's played 2 games with the Edmonton Oilers. 2 wins, granted, I will give you that. 2 wins, great. Happy for him because him winning means the Oilers are winning, means we get a playoff spot. Happy for that. 2 games sub 900. Let that sink in a little bit to you. 2 games sub 900. But then you got the idiots out there, but those were garbage time goals. Really? With 5 minutes left to go in the third period, that was a garbage time goal? To make it 5-3? If it wasn't for an empty netter with 3 minutes left in the game, garbage time goal? Give me a break. I will tell you right now, if the Pittsburgh Penguins were healthy in this game isn't even close. Pittsburgh gets a power play first period. They score a power play goal. Oh, it's offside. Thank your lucky stars, Oilers fans, that was offside. Because holy smokes. Again, Oilers start out flat. Oilers start out not interested. Oilers get the power play. 5-on-3 power play. 5-on-3 extended. They score 2 goals on those 5-on-3 power plays. Tic-tac-toe. Draisatil gets his 1,000th point. Goal scored by Hyman, assisted by McDavid and Draisatil. Hyman gets his 8th goal of the year. Good. Happy for you. We can move on from 1,000. Congratulations, Draisatil, on your 1,000th point against Stuart Skinner. And this is where I want to chime in and be that guy. Everybody on the interwebs is saying, what disrespect, laughing in Stuart Skinner's face that he got his 1,000th point against him. The reason why they went so close to him was to include him in the celebration. It had nothing to do with disrespect, had nothing to do with laughing in his face, had everything to do with he was a huge part of Draisaitl's 1,000-point journey. They wanted to celebrate with him. Moving on, 1-0 Edmonton. Could be way worse. Like, it could have been Pittsburgh all over Edmonton if it wasn't for an offside call and a few lucky bounces. McDavid does what McDavid does. Magic. 3-on-1. Don't matter. I'll go 1-on-3. Dipsy Doodle. Deke Stuart Skinner out like bam, man. Like, he's seen that move in practice I bet you dollars to donuts he's seen that move in practice 10 times. And all 10 times it looked different. Can't really fault Stuart Skinner on that. Just a great play by a great player. Goalie got juked. Sucks that it was Skinner. But, dude, your jockstrap is sitting in row 7. You might want to go get it. Now, shortly after that, Novak scores to make it 2-1. Shots are 10-9 for the Oilers after 1. Scores 2-1 Edmonton after 1. And yet another bad rebound control goal on Jari. We're paying how much more for the same thing? Realism, fans. We're paying how much more for the same thing that Skinner was giving us? Any whoosies. Savoy scores in the second period. That one is the one that hurts if you're a Stuart Skinner supporter. Dude, won a game? Won a game? Those cannot go in, Skinner. Those cannot go in on you, man. But thankfully it went on you when you're wearing a Pittsburgh Penguin jersey, not an Edmonton Oilers jersey, so I don't have to be too upset by it. Thank you for having the 5-hole like a Swiss chard cheese there. And it is 3-1 Edmonton. Power play for Pittsburgh. Power play goal for Pittsburgh. Carlson assisted by Crosby. 3-2 hockey game. Edmonton gets a power play. Power play goal by Edmonton. Bouchard, his 6th of the year. McDavid and Draisatil get the assist. 4-2 Edmonton. Pittsburgh gets power play 3 and power play 4. 0 goals heading into the second intermission. Shots that period was 7 for the Oilers, 9 for Pittsburgh. Total 18-17 for Pittsburgh. Third period, Podkolzin scores on a beautifully set up play. First save made by Skinner. Second save made by Skinner. Again, same story. No defense in front of you. Pittsburgh's defense may be worse than the Oilers' defense, and I didn't think I'd ever say that. I didn't think there was a worse defense in the NHL. Apparently there is. Now, Bouchard. Now that's Podkolzin's 9th assisted by Draisatil and Ekholm. I thought Savoy got a tip on that, like got the initial shot. I might have been wrong. I still say it was Savoy's assist. They're saying it was Ekholm. 5-2 Oilers. Pittsburgh gets their 5th power play, a double minor for high sticking. No goal scored on that. Rust scores another goal that can't happen if you're the defense. You can't let a guy just stand there and walk through you. You got to clear the puck out if you're the Oilers 5-man defense. Again, Rust scores, 12th goal of the year, 5-3. McDavid scores the empty net goal, and after the empty net goal, McDavid taps Skinner on the pads. Because, yeah, you're right. The players didn't want Skinner in the locker room, right? The players hated Stuart Skinner. If you watch the ESPN feed or the TNT feed, after the game, Stuart Skinner and Draisatil wearing this t-shirt. I'll show you this t-shirt. I kind of wish I would have made one. But here's my graphic I made for the Draisatil 1,000 point. Hey, I think I did pretty damn good. But here's the t-shirt that the Oilers had made up. Smoking his way to 1,000 NHL points. For those of you that don't know, Draisatil likes to smoke. So yes, he smoked his way to 1,000 career points. Crosby is 2 points away from breaking Lemieux's all-time Pittsburgh record. It was looking like that was going to be the case tonight. It was looking like Crosby was going to get it. Draisatil was going to get it. And hey, I said at the beginning of the game, it's either going to be a 1-0 win or loss either way, or we're going to be a shootout at the OK Corral where everything goes in on both goalies. And holy fuck, was I right. This wasn't a mid-game. This was either all or nothing. And it was all. 6-4 being in the final. Now, I'm not going to pit one against the other. I'm not going to say Jari and Skinner, one is better than the other. I'm not going to go and pit them against each other. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to state facts here that we're paying how much to Jari, and he's doing the exact same things that Skinner was doing. Bad rebound control, letting in some softies. And let's be honest, if Pittsburgh had Malkin and a little more offensive power to help Crosby, we wouldn't be talking about a 6-4 win for the Edmonton Oilers. We'd probably be talking about a 7-6 loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins. But I'm happy that we got the win. We're on to Boston on Thursday. This team needs to figure out how to play defense in front of their goaltender. It doesn't matter who your goalie is. If you can't play defense in front of them, they're going to get lit up night in, night out. Like I said, I'm a guy that doesn't care about stats, so I don't care. You could have a 747 save percentage. You win the game. I don't care. So yes, am I a little upset that there's fans pitchforking Skinner because he was on the wrong side of this game? Absolutely. Watch the tape. Do you honestly think Skinner was the worst of those two goalies? I hope Jari is the goalie you guys want him to be. For you Oilers fans' sakes, I hope he's the goalie you guys want him to be. Because if he's not, you guys are going to be in for a long, long, long season. Now, saying all that, does Jari move laterally better than Skinner? Yes. He's smaller. He weighs less. He should move laterally better than a bigger goalie. But we'll see on Thursday what we have here. Like I said, I'm not going to completely go off the rails and completely say that it was a bad move. But as of right now, we're paying more for the same type of goaltender. Don't believe me? Just look. Look at the goals that they're giving up. And I don't want to hear, oh, they were garbage goals in garbage time. That don't matter. Anyways, my name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. See you guys on Thursday. Doses.